这些人类。PS5，等一下 DC 要打山楂。我觉得可能打不完。怎么变成吕西尼打 Infamous 了
？Bottom feeder。
唉，我也是等这了，去吧，去玩游戏吧，不用等这个比赛，太他妈悲惨了啊！我说不用等了这个比赛，说叫观众不想看了就别等。哎。
等不了就赶紧休息吧。
指不定呢什么时候来。
学生突然跟我说割了。
哦，对了，按照我以往播每周去的那个。
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The world comes.
Our vital thread is broken.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yes. Killing spree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Missing middle.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Denied.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bless you. I was under orders. I made my kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not so fast. Next time, Weaver, let Kunka give you lessons in scuttling.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Safe word. My dazzle darkens. Fade of glare.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We owe you one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
A golden thread.
Yeah, but NP usually does not do that though, because of the tree and
So they're
stuff.
gonna set a trap here. Do have sentries on Stan Kane. Only one though. Pretty unlikely he's gonna drop it.
Whew, Zefrig immediately runs to the left.
It's like, oh. Okay. So
He saw 4
he's
heroes.
gonna
though.
tuck over here, drop the hill ward. Yeah. Who? I'm trying to remember who else it was. Like I've
30 seconds to
seems like
battle.
almost every Radiant Bounty Hunter makes that exact move. Where they'll run like to the left of this hill, they'll drop that hill ward, and they'll start moving again.
It helps you keep track of all the supports. It's really important.
I feel like I've seen it like 8 to 10 bounty hunter games in a row, but I haven't seen anyone just like YOLO and try to just catch him with a sentry planted down prematurely. Such a big
hard.
investment.
Pretty hard to do. Yeah. I mean, this ward is
The
just
battle
awesome
begins.
I guess the other thing is often like you want to make sure if the bounty comes to the rune to try and snipe it that you have a sentry to, or dust to kill him off. So in the end, Z-Freak will get to the top lane now. He is going to be scouted out by an observer ward. He's not running around invis that whole time, and it seems he's off lane for the time being, with Swindles actually going to start in the jungle. So it will not be the off lane Ench. Not what I expected after seeing him, because he has played it just as a standard offlaner. Was one of the big teams to do it, actually, Complexity. Already Z-Freak with his own sentry planted down. As Stan Kane will creep in, they're going to swoop through the trees. They even just popped the dust there right away, but looks like he didn't quite catch Z-Freak. The dust kind of exploded on top of him, but
That was a good move by both sides.
did not get him.
Zefrig by hiding there and Franz trying to catch him out with a blind swoop into dust. I like that play a lot.
It had like the dust particles all over him, but it's out of range, I guess. Would have been a tough kill anyway. I don't think they actually saw him through the tree line, as he will now fade again. Gotta be frustrating. DL. Up against an off-lane bounty, you really want to be finding this kill. He's already managed to grab level 2.
Free XP. They don't have any sentries, and
And even if they get the
did-
kill now, it's a big investment.
yeah, he can just eat the sentries.
It's going to be 2 dusts at a minimum committed, 2 sentries, and that's assuming they kill him. So look at the other lanes now. Chessie playing mid as the Wind Ranger for the time being. CC on the Queen of Pain. So far, pretty even matchup. Either hero getting roamed on, surprisingly.
Swindles is a really odd build though. The Ring of Protection, first on Ench. If you turn into Bassi and push a safe lane, I think it's a pretty good pickup. Otherwise, most prefer boots, so you have like 370 move speed, 375.
Yeah, it is a gankable and pushable offlaner here in the NP.
He's wrapping around from behind.
Looks like that's exactly what Swindles wants to do. Is the Coon going to be as wily this time around? They go for the Battle Hunter. Now the Duke coming out from the Lina. Good stun there. Combo comes out from Swindles. The call there to secure it. And the first blood will go the way of being Chantress. Are the 800 gold pocketed even going to play these chance? I mean, get the hell out of here. It's pushing time.
Radiant's
Rotation there by
bottom tower
Swindles.
A lot of
is
this is
under
due to
attack.
the lane setup by Complexity, because they had they used 2 Observer Wards top, which is not actually very useful at all versus the Bounty Hunter,
Radiant's middle
and
tower
they don't have an
is
Observer
under
Ward on the bottom to scout out a gank. Normally an Enchantress would need a smoke to make that sort of gank, but with this sort of peculiar lane setup from FDL, they didn't expect this, and they weren't able to respond in time. So.
Bisa tanking these tower shots. It looks like they really want to go for a dive on Z-Freak, who tries to cancel the sound there, kind of baiting him in. The dust comes out, and the Sun, very surprised, is debuted. Is there TP? Getting finished. That Z-Freak low one last swipe. We'll get the kill, but it cost them the Phoenix. Melts to the tower with his 0 base armor, no Ring of Protection. Absolutely explodes.
No XP and very little gold, though, for Bounty Hunter.
Definitely still worth.
They use the dust. Tough. First blood, definitely.
He also got a lot of XP because the lane was pushing deep for a while before they got the kill.
Yeah.
So,
Not a good situation for FDL. So many resources committed, and Lion is, for some reason, still super underleveled. This is a very similar situation to last game, where he is just struggling to find boots.
I mean, you mentioned mind games last game. I feel like there's been multiple levels of mind games this time around where looks like it could be an offlane axe, then it's like, okay, it's the offlane Enchantress, and then it is Swindles even picking it up, so like, surely it is an offlane Ench, but then runs it in the jungle, they're running the offlane Bounty Hunter instead. Complexity, I'm not sure how much of it was premeditated, how much is just what it looks like to us as outsiders, but there's definitely been some unexpected switcheroos, and we're only 4 minutes in. Leading 2-1 now, but despite all of that, the gold relatively even here, but the experience advantage is piling in. 20,000.
Swindles attempting to go for a kill on Franz, but near impossible with the Icarus dive up. I think he tried to stop it with like a net, but that's super improbable with the travel speed on that.
Are we gonna see Radiant's Lifestealer again? He does go for phase boots this time, so
Phase usually phase Armlet.
Yeah.
I think Armlet's really good versus the Axe and the Ench. With
you still have the pure damage now though from the Helix, so I guess Armlet's not as good as it used to be.
yeah, still you got HP though, so you don't get cold. I think it's really important.
A lot of burst damage in general, Complexity, the Impetus, later on the Wind Ranger, and of course that Laguna Blade as well.
So I don't really know why Franz is standing over here. They don't have detection. Lion, too poor. Bisa.
This
About to
is
say
the
too selfish, but probably just
this is the support tax, man. You got the level 2 supports with no money for anything, dirt poor, and it's Bounty Hunter effect.
Yep.
Which is a concern, I feel. You're up against not only the track, gonna come on way earlier than usual, but underleveled, very squishy supports against a lot of burst damage. This could quickly turn into a feeding frenzy if DL aren't careful.
I think they should just carry one at MP and just TP in, dust him, kill tower, and then they have a nice influx of gold and can open up a little bit more space for the supports to do what they want. But right now, Brig is just going crazy. You'll see so many teams, I think, just overcommit to sentries and sentries and dust and just have it in their inventory. So the Bounty Hunter is the one that's actually getting mind games. Dwindle's trying to be crafty with his tornado, but instead just feeds Bisa some creep.
Yeah, it does put the Rage, or rather the Infest on cooldown here. CC chased out, he just looks like he blinked in to grab the rune. He's gonna pay for it with his life with the power shot. Will end up connecting, so DL giving up another kill. 3 heroes will end up rotating back to top, and at that very moment, we'll see Limp. I think the Vanguard looks like he may just rotate into the jungle, give the lane to a support now. Handskin almost level 6, so very even XP and farm distribution here for Complexity, with all 5 heroes getting a lot of golden experience through the laning stage.
Are they going to be able to go on to Kun though?
He does have phase. He has the phase boots, but battle longer to slow him down. Goes for the sprout in the trees, going to try to worm his way out. Realizes the TP ain't going to happen. They look to turn it here with the Sunray. Runs in, backs off, limps.
Okay, that was sick.
Not falling there. Good shoot by the Kun. And in fact, backup is on his way, so perhaps he's going to overextend again. He will get chopped. They get one dunk. Taking down the track online. Oh, this is going to get ugly. Just summons the tree ants. Don't feed those to Limp.
You have to admit, that self-sprout into 3E to dodge a stun was pretty cool.
He's been the most impressive player for the team this series, for sure.
And maybe not checking out Limp's items. I think he bought a Vanguard very recently, like around 6:30, and then when you go for a kill like that, generally you're too worried about escaping. And they maybe didn't see his like massive amount of HP for the Vanguard, and hoping Quap could burst him down before.
Sprout in the mid lane, the Ku's gonna set up there, just trying to interrupt Jesse's escape, and looks like they will end up getting the kill here. Lift gonna TP in. Blink though, has to just muscle his way in the good old fashioned way. There is no Icarus items available, and man, that Shuriken is doing a lot of work. CC again blinking, narrowly avoiding the call there. He'll get tracked as well. That's DL. I mean, this is just not the hero you want to be going on. They're gonna think about a commitment for this. Even I've seen the Lifestealer and Limp just toying with them. Walk in the rear. Bounty Hunter stalks his prey. They will pop out. Engaging on the Limp, gets a paw off. A little premature there on the dunk. Queen of Pain ult will come out, but CC, again it looks like he'll go down. It's another track kill. Z-Freak, Shuriken, almost enough to finish off Bronze. Not quite. Manskin with the fishing on the uphill nuke. Not gonna quite find him, but...
Did he have mana for Rage? I didn't actually check his mana before, but in Rage...
May have not, especially with this build. Only has the Bassi.
You gotta be careful about that.
They committed a lot to kill off a Vanguard Axe. Playing with fire for FDL.
That's the cool part about Complexity's lineup. He doesn't actually need a rush blink too because of the track. You get a ton of boosty from that, plus the 1 point in battle hunger very early. So he can just straight chase people down like the Lion that he did earlier, and then once you get 1 coal, you have 500 plus move speed.
Does what's the build on the offlane bounty? Is it just the standard like mech kind of support style build? Do you expect something different with Z-Freak getting more farm priority this game?
I think Greaves is great.
Looks like he is gonna find another kill here. Top lane as Handskin rotates in. There's the track. Z-Freak does it essentially solo. Just the 1 nuke from Handskin. Grab for him, and the 900 gold with the urn and the arcane boots already picked up. So it does seem like the Greaves are quite likely in the making.
They're already having like a lot of trouble killing him. Imagine if he can grease off the dust, then have a mech on top to deal with Sunray, and the armor to deal with Lifestealer, chopping up people at low HP. Like it's just.
And that's he started in the offlane, but it's a bounty. Like later on, he's still going to be more of a support hero. It's Swindles you'd rather focus, but created could be the continuing story of this game. Chessie looking for the tackle mid. Oh, just barely missing. Slightly out of range there on the teeth out there. Dodge it and now rotate onto the top side of the map where Handskin is duking it out with CC. Let's the Lagoon to fly. Finally, CC is going to live through a gank. Barely at that lead, almost solo killing him though. And Z-Freak, yeah. Maybe I spoke prematurely here. Hunting. Find CC though. Just needs more HP. He's going to buy a circlet. Any kind of strength he can cobble together at this point.
It's kind of crazy he doesn't have treads yet.
Yeah, 39 CS. Not even that far down on the Wind Ranger, but just the burst damage is enormous from Complexity.
Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter ruins lanes. Lane wrecker.
Home record. Next on his list, maybe. Gonna wreck the Coon's home here.
Wrecking the lane is worse.
Step up. Get your priorities straight, LZ. Come on. Well, Complexity definitely have their priorities straight. It's get track gold. Stop the Hala Hala Gazala. They'll rotate now onto Swindle's bottom, but he got off the heal there. Good Viper on the Centaur Stomp. Looking to turn this one around. Might even be able to kill these heroes off. Z-Freak there. Cancels the TP. Thinking gonna go down. That's the track kill number 1. Looking for track kill number 2. And Bronze is just dying to creep auto attacks here with relatively low armor. Z-Freak make it 2, power shot secures it. Chessie hits him from distance and then swindles with the pause to fix the settings. Feels like a little salt in the wound.
FDL, no, they're in the gutter right now. And what can turn it around for them? What can turn it around for them? This time they don't have like a timing that is really going to be crucial for them. Maybe Lion Blink, but that's not what they're relying on to win in the game. Phoenix level 6 is going to be okay, but everyone's already pretty farmed. They can deal with it pretty quickly. Queen of Pain, no Orchid in sight. Lifestealer not building Radiance this game, at least not yet, so I think they're just going to have they bought a Tomb yet?
We're gonna go for the Infest Bomb. Top lane, Olympus here, the call, just a second late, blinks back, this Visa Infest out, and the Coon rotation, looking for Handscape, they're gonna Laguna that, probably grab the kill there in doing so. The Queen of Pain also comes through, deletes the axe, might get the Handscape kill as well. DC has the blink, is he gonna commit it? Oh, just barely unable to get that last poke with the auto attack in time. Won't find the second kill. It ends up being a 1-for-1, an NP for an axe. No track kills this time though, I suppose that's the good news. But as I say that, Z-Freak is camping out. Looks like a courier. His bounty. And he grabs it.
How annoying is he? Look at his gold. 24 hundo.
I don't think I can't remember the last time I've seen Z-Freak and not been impressed by his individual play.
As
I say that, the jinx is maybe here. You get the stun off Sprout. Off the mark. Barely missing. And it looks like he might just waddle away.
This is why
they even commit the dust.
This is why you overcommit on sentries and dust. Just carry them both on the same hero.
That's why you do it early when he's more killable. Now Z-Freak is becoming a problem. And even had he died, already spent his gold. Yep. Not looking great here. CL might give up another. The Coon trapped out in the 3 tower shot gonna come through. And it's the Z-Freak show again. Just lashes this session. And meanwhile, top. Turn this Visa going in. Do we have an egg? Our first supernova of the game. But Hansky might just kill it as a support from the low ground swindle. Consistently missing on those uphill auto attacks, but still not going to matter. They get the kill in the egg anyway. Now they're going to try to chop. Cancels the first one. Connects on the second. Lift. Dunking everyone. 18-5 now in a bounty hunter game. If you are trailing in the kill score, it's going to be a very bleak prognosis. They are trailing heavily at this point.
Chain feed.
It's hard not to chain feed against this draft, to be clear.
Could have just killed the bounty hunter.
You could have not started feeding.
Yeah, that was where, it's usually just, you identify the first that
I
led to
see,
it.
like, the casual viewers, like, they're like, oh, Merlini's such a great analyst, he's so much knowledge about Dota, and then, like, and they probably envision you with, like, this book of, like, all these little tips and tricks, and then you open to page 5 and it's feedless. Sometimes Dota is not a complicated game.
Well, they need it. I said earlier, they have to overcommit to detection to kill the bounty hunter. He's their main issue. Like, once you get track on one hero, can't make a move for like the next 30-40 seconds without a key hero, which is like, for example, CCNC is tracked up right now. Like, how are they going to kill people without her ultimate? They're very far behind, and that's just another minute that is going to be wasted for them. And they're trying to de-war right now, but Bronze might die in the process.
I mean, Z-Freak's not even going to let them do that for free. As he moves in, throwing out the offensive right, it's a one-man wrecking crew. Actually has 4 heroes backing him up, but I started off on the right foot. And with that complexity, gonna muscle up top lane. They take the tier 1. Now they're gonna look for a tier 2. And it doesn't seem FCL will be defending this one, Ben.
Bounty Hunter's the key to their problems. He's like their eyes. He places wards. He's their bank. He is their move speed. Like, he provides so much for their team right now that
this is like an all-in team fight brewing now.
There they go.
Dan Kane moving, but they get the jump up front, and he won't get off the egg there. So with that, in a lot of trouble. Visa trying to work on the backlines of Swindle. Can he finish the jump? No, TC whipping the off. Can they finally kill it? At least in a chance they will, but Track Gold is going to pile in from here on out. Visa now, 2 heroes. Shackley been fighting the Coon in the trees. 5 heroes dead. Honestly, I don't know if it matters how they execute that fight, but not the execution they were looking for.
That happened because they had the track on Phoenix. He was just able to blink in on him and kill him, and it's nighttime. So Phoenix doesn't really have a good idea of what's going on at that point, too.
Make it stop, Ben.
Make it stop.
This is ugly.
Just call it.
And they will. They call it. This was ugly. This was brutal, and
Better luck in the lower bracket.
frankly, I hope there aren't any children watching. But it's over now. DL will drop down to the lower bracket in the double elimination best of 3 qualifiers here. Phase 2, only 4 teams in it, so FDL, they'll have a chance of redemption. They'll be playing the loser of our next match, which is DC taking on Shazam. But